gets it out wide. Murphy went forward as that ball was coming back for him. And this is Sutton, dispossessed. Galaxy looking to go the other way. Alvarez skipped over his foot.
Yeah, it's a rare mistouch from Alvarez.
And Boyle will get it out wide.
Switches on if Seattle are aware.
Russell. Back to Jackson Reagan, the hero of the quarterfinal with the 111th minute goal against Crossfire Premier for the 3-2 win. We're into the 20th minute, still 0-0 between the Seattle Sounders and the LA Galaxy. What have you seen so far, Nick?
Well, the opening stanzas of the game, Seattle came out really fast. But the Galaxy have grown into it. And they're the ones really establishing their tempo on the game. Seattle seem to be reacting a little bit more. Galaxy just look a little step quicker at the moment. A little sharper. Tad more confident.
Murphy collects the loose ball, gets it out wide. Great tackle from Nigel El Sakari. His grandfather, Mike El Sakari, or Mike England rather, was a legend with Tottenham.
That's right.
Before coming over to the Sounders, where he played from 75 to 79.
Mike England, a great player. Real legend down at White Hart Lane.
And of course, there's another descendant of another English legend that we know about.
Yep, Warren Barton, his son Milo, is currently on the bench for the Sounders. Colleague of mine, we worked together for many years at Fox. And I'm actually seeing Warren in the crowd tonight. You can't miss that blonde hair and that tan anywhere. I'm sure he'll be very excited to see Milo should he make an appearance. I had a chance actually to talk to Milo before the game earlier this morning. And he was saying that the team's very confident, although they do feel that perhaps the Galaxy might be slight favourites due to the fact that they are playing at home and sleeping in their own beds, and makes a bit of a difference.
Milo Barton started the quarterfinal in place of Gregory Sutton, who was unable to go, and had a goal and assist in that match against Crossfire.
Yeah, I'm sure he's disappointed not to be starting tonight, actually. We'll see how Greg Sutton does, though.
What a move from Rothrock. He fizzes it across. Seattle Sounders land the first blow.
Well,
Sutton with the finish, but it was all the work of Paul Rothrock.
Rothrock was quite brilliant as he cut to the outside, whipped the cross in. But we were just talking about Gregory Sutton replacing Milo Barton. And I guess the coach knows what he's talking about. That really was a great finish with the left foot. Very difficult, but he controlled it really well. I think you're going to love this replay. And there he goes on the right-hand side, and with the left foot. I mean, that's a great finish. There's no two ways about that. That is a great finish. Really difficult to control a volley off a ball played with that much pace. And he did it beautifully. Like a seasoned pro.
Fifth goal of the season for Sutton, the 18-year-old out of Kirkland, Washington.
And just as I thought the Galaxy were growing into the game, they find themselves one goal down. And for a team of youngsters, this is going to be a big mental test for them. How do they recover? Or could be in trouble again.
Oh, Rothrock has stripped Payeras. It's Rothrock. And getting there before Sutton could get his second was Eric Lopez.
Well, if Rothrock had managed to actually pull the ball back instead of going for goal, Sutton would have had an absolute sitter.
Mendez trying to get through.
Not surprisingly, this goal has given the Sounders a lot of confidence. Here goes Sutton. Oh, beautiful.
He's turned his defender inside out. It's 2 goals for Sutton in the space of a minute. And Seattle Sounders have a 2-0 lead.
Well, no sooner did I say that the goal had seemed to give Seattle a lot of confidence than Sutton gets his brace, and it really was magnificent striking. The run was powerful. The little Ronaldo chop to give himself time and space was delightful, and the finish just simply as cool as a cucumber. Watch this. It's great pace. Here comes the Ronaldo chop. Oh, see you later. Defender slides by, and he's tucked it in the corner. That really is outstanding finishing. And for a young team like the Galaxy right now, they are going to have to dig really deep and find a lot of resolve and a lot of character. And this is going to be a huge test for them. Because right now, Seattle are buzzing. And if they're not careful, they could blow the Galaxy out of the water.
Oh, it's a good idea trying to play it into the channel. Hernandez is down. The referee coming over to check on Hernandez, and he's going to blow play dead and call out the trainers.
Well, he's grabbing his left ankle. I think maybe it's a twist. If there's anything more serious, usually players don't move. Here's a chance really now for the Galaxy to regroup, talk to each other. Because the last thing you want to see is players standing off on their own. If you look at the Sounders right now, they're grouped together, they're talking to each other, they're geeing each other up. And I'm looking at the Galaxy body language, and there's players with hands on their hips. They're looking at the ground, a little unsure of what's going on.
Jorge Hernandez, 16 years old, won't turn 17 until November, has already played 8 games with LA Galaxy 2. Now, what does the Galaxy have to do just to settle this match and work their way back into it?
Well, they need a spell of possession. They need to have Seattle chasing, or at least just sitting off them and just building that confidence again, because, you know, as a young team to go 2-0 down, and the way they've gone 2-0 down, bang, bang, straight away, they're wondering what the heck is going on. So they've got to work their way back into the game, but they have to do it at a minute at a time. Here's the opening goal. I mean, it's just a wonderful cross, and that's a Mark. I can't tell you how tough that finish is. And then this just power running, great little trick to buy an inch of space, and finding that bottom corner. It's not as easy as it looked, and Sutton made it look like he could do that every day of the week.
Hernandez walking off under his own power, but it's very gingerly. I hope that he's all right.
My coach is going to have a look at him, but I wouldn't be surprised to see someone warming up right now.
For the moment, the Galaxy are down to 10 men and down 2-0 in the 28th minute. This play's about to get back underway.
Well, I'm sure they didn't write this in the script book. The Sounders will sportingly give the ball back.
Well, I hope so, because otherwise Rothrock is in one-on-one, but he's going to do the right thing. Hope that Hernandez is all right. We have the tents in our way, but I don't actually see anybody warming up down the touchline for the LA Galaxy at the moment.
Big, strong challenge there.
Murphy works his way into the box. Murphy goes down. And play on, says the referee.
Yeah, Murphy didn't really look for it, to be honest, Mark. It was more the crowd and some of the coaches shouting from 80 yards away.
Well, Rothrock has just been at the heart of everything.
Here goes Sutton for his hat trick.
Another chance for Sutton. Can he get a hat trick in the space of 6 minutes? Good recovery run made by Murphy And Zubek was offside.
Yeah. Zubek cheating. Needs to get back.
Well, what about the play of Paul Rothrock? If you're the Notre Dame coaching staff, you have to be ecstatic right now.
Oh, you're licking your lips saying, wow, we've got a goodie right here. I mean, here's a freshman who could go straight into the team. Even at the Division I level, I mean, this kid's got it.
The really great thing for both the Academy and the USL is if you want to bring players up from the Academy to get that experience, it doesn't count against your eligibility in the NCAA, and Rothrock has a goal in his only game with us too. But that's what all the coaches have told us. You know, the biggest thing is moving players forward. If they're excelling at one age group, get them out of their comfort zone, see how quickly they can play. How quickly can they adapt to a much faster game.
Yeah.
And these players have shown that they can do that. Real high-level stuff here through the first half hour. It's the Seattle Sounders who have a 2-0 lead.
Well, the Sounders are reading it very well. Applying the pressure, forcing the mistakes. Galaxy right on their heels at the moment.
Rothrock.
And really they have no answer.
Combining well with Tomazawa. It's Sutton. It's Dimitrov. The Australian plays it in. Rothrock. Slips it in for Sutton. So close to his hat trick. I think Lopez got a touch.
He did get a touch, but that was brilliant football from the Sounders. One touch, moving it around. And the Galaxy had just been stretched and sliced open at the moment.
That's a good save from Lopez.
Oh, Sutton's hit it well.
Second corner kick for the Sounders.
Oof, good delivery.
It's Dimitrov.
So hard to keep down from that distance and that pressure.
5 goals for Jamie Dimitrov, all 5 of them coming from set pieces. He's looking for his first one from open play. Past the half-hour mark in Carson, on the home side. Well, the home side overall, not the designated home side on the evening, trailing 2-0, the Seattle Sounders. Gregory Sutton, 2 goals in the blink of an eye.
Yep, and 2 world-class goals in my humble opinion. Both of them really good finishes. Not the kind of finish you expect 17-year-olds to make, and certainly not with the ease and comfort that Gregory managed. Oh, that's nice play. That's really nice play.
Looking inside for Sutton. Galaxy able to get back. And a good turn from Zico Bailey.
Galaxy still a little shell-shocked, Mark.
Need to start looking for Anguiano in the middle.
Yeah, someone's got to take the game by the scruff of the neck and say, listen, I'm going to dominate. I'm going to be the one that makes the difference. And right now, everyone's kind of looking around, hoping that someone else is going to make that decision for them.
Zubek wasn't happy with the long ball as he was checking back for it. Seattle trying to work their way out of the back, but that pass in the middle cut off by Anguiano.
Well, Galaxy have got to get on the same page as each other. Either you're going to play possession or you're going to play more direct. But everybody needs to know what's going on. And right now, there's too many questions.
Anguiano. This is better from the Galaxy.
That's a little spell of possession, but they can't maintain it, and at some point when they start pushing forward, it's going to create more gaps. And Seattle have shown that they are in a pretty ruthless mood tonight. Especially the number 18.
Oh, Rothrock's
normal position is to play just underneath of Greg Sutton, but he's everywhere tonight. More of a free roll for him. 34th minute, 2-0. Seattle Sounders lead the LA Galaxy. A spot in the championship match against Texans SC Houston on the line. You can see that game right here on the U.S. Soccer Development Academy Facebook page and USSoccerDA.com.
Tremendous pressure again by the Seattle Sounders, leading to the mistake. And there can be no doubt about it. The arm was raised quite substantially.
And this is Dimitrov's territory.
It certainly is, Mark.
5 goals on set pieces for the Australian this season.
Looks like he's moved it 10 yards inside.
Well, you do what you got to do.
The referee seems quite pleased to let that go, so back will come the wall. It's a right-footed bender. Is he going to look to sneak it around into that near post area? It is on if he fancies it. If he's got the technical ability, it could happen.
We saw a gorgeous free kick scored at the other end in the first semifinal by Samuel Vines for the Rapids.
Yeah, I mean, looking at the angle right now, Mark, Lopez he's giving him that near post area.
It's Dimitrov. Elects to go to the back post, and he nearly found Sutton.
Yeah, good whip on the delivery.
Zubek slides in for the challenge. Somehow that ball stayed in. And it's another free kick for the Seattle Sounders.
Yeah, these free kicks are building up, and what's happening with all these free kicks, Mark, is it's not giving the Galaxy any time or space to get a rhythm. The game's all stopping and starting, and you know, as far as Seattle's concerned, they're loving it. 2-0 up. They'd love a little bitty game.
Jackson Reagan gets it back to his keeper. Play his college ball at the University of Michigan.
Second ball, Seattle. Oh, that's a great ball.
Al-Sakari sprinting forward on the far side. And they find him in the channel. He pulls it back. Good defending. Another opportunity.
Great patience from the Sounders. That was so nice.
Now Tomazawa wants to run. Slots it out wide. Sterling Russell puts it across. Now Zubek needs players to join him. Little back to Gallinar. One back by Neil Boyle in the center circle.
Sounders just oozing confidence right now. They feel like they can do anything they want.
Well, as we mentioned,
10-1-2 in their last
13 games. Another corner kick for the Sounders. Headed away. Boyle was a screamer, but it was always tailing away from goal.
Oh, he's caught it really well. But yeah, definitely tailing.
Good hold-up play. Anguiano's forward. Out wide Murphy. Charging at Russell. And Russell stands him up well.
Russell
arrives on the scene.
Russell just nibbling away, and that's exactly what you want to see from your fullback. Just being relentless. Pressure, pressure, pressure. Just nibbling for that ball. And it was too much for Murphy.
Good pressure from Zico Bailey to win the throw-in. Arteaga. Payeras. Galinar. And now Seattle starting to squeeze. Pressure paying off for the Sounders. Handball. Galaxy play quickly. One back by Dimitrov off a loose pass. But Mendez retakes for LA. Hernandez, good to see that he's back out there. Zubek turns. He's got Murphy making a run inside, finds him. That's a good return ball from Murphy. Zubek looking to set the table. It's a good cross. Well defended by Jackson Reagan, but it's out for the first corner kick of the game for the LA Galaxy.
Best piece of combination play tonight for the Galaxy. Zubek and Murphy combining with each other. And these set pieces right now become so crucial for the Galaxy. Just 5 minutes left in the half. They've really been played off the park. But if they can find some way, somehow, just before half-time, would be a crucial time to score.
Ryan Alvarez with the corner kick. Very deep, it bypasses everyone. They're able to chase it down in the corner. Bailey looking to get the cross off. Now he'll skip to the end line. And no foul, says the referee. And Seattle will look to build out of the back.
Well, if the Galaxy can win it, there's a bit of an overload on the left-hand side. But it looks like a late challenge. And a yellow card coming up.
And that came after the clearance, and Zico Bailey is the first player to go into the referee's book this evening.
Well, it was a little late. You can see right here, the ball has gone.
Yellow card in the 42nd minute issued to LA Galaxy number
It's always
19,
painful
Zico
when you get hit
Bailey.
with your leg extended like that.
Well, I think a little bit of frustration from Zico Bailey.
Last year's final with the U-16s and lost to FC Dallas. FC Dallas back in the U-15
16 final for the
third straight year.
looking to do the
After becoming the first ever academy to win back-to-back championships. They face off against a very strong Atlanta United side. And this one, right now, it's the Sounders who are on course to join the Texans SC Houston in Sunday's U-17-18 finals. A bit of a juggling act from Muse. Not the best clearance.
Yeah, Muse all of a sudden put himself in a little bit of danger. Perhaps could have gone with the first time clearance. Decided to take a touch, and then the ball spun, but got away with it.
Sounders sitting back, getting organized,
and then pick.
and choosing when to press.
Well, what they're doing is they're feasting on Galaxy mistakes right now. As the Galaxy push forward and they don't maintain possession, gives them the chance to really push forward.
It's another buccaneering run from Russell.
And as we notice, this is a team with so much confidence right now that they feel they can do anything they want. The confidence breeds confidence. Players are willing to try something a little special. And sometimes it pays off, sometimes it doesn't, but feels like when you're confident, Mark, doesn't matter when you make a mistake, you get away with it.
It's another corner kick for the Seattle Sounders.
Well, a third before half-time would make this molehill an absolute mountain for the Galaxy. Oh.
Skips all the way through.
That's the second time tonight a corner's gone all the way through.
Wrestle it clear.
Zubek chases it down, keeps it in. Driving it, Boyle slides and gets all ball in the challenge. Zubek has a bit of daylight. Waiting for players to arrive. Finds Anguiano. Shot takes a deflection and goes wide. Anguiano wants a handball. He's not going to get it.
Referee says the shoulder. What does the replay say? Now the corner kick coming up. 3 minutes of additional time.
The referee has added a minimum of 3 additional minutes.
And it might come
3
at a good
minutes.
time for the Galaxy.
Here's the replay. Let's see. It's nicely squared back at an angle. Good controlled strike. That's a tough one, isn't it?
Hard to tell.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, second corner kick of the game for the Galaxy. Can they pull one back before halftime? Smash clear. And it's a chance for Seattle to get up. They really should take this quickly and have a chance to come back in. Gallinard.
Oh, that was coolly done. Little flick off the head, back to your keeper, allowing him to pick it up. Really nice, comfortable defending. As I said earlier, Sounders right now so confident. They believe they can do anything.
Murphy. Skips through from use, so we'll fall on it. It's about halfway through the minimum 3 minutes of stoppage time. Seattle with goals less than 2 minutes apart from Greg Sutton. That coming right around the midway point of the first half. Completely tilting the field in favor of the Seattle Sounders. Well, Russell's going to claim he got a piece of the ball, but he also got a lot of the player.
Oh, I thought he got all ball actually. Attacking right back. Loves to get forward. A lot of enthusiasm. Yes, a lot of ball there.
That's the follow through.
Good defending from Russell. Putting pressure, just forcing the Galaxy back. Doing his job.
They're picking and choosing when to bring the pressure, aren't they? Galaxy is doing a good job of moving the ball around the back from side to side. But can they break that first line of pressure?
Well, as it comes across, you can see Russell creating the angle that will allow him to close down.
That will do it. First half dominated by the Sounders, and they have 2 goals to show for it. Greg Sutton in the 22nd and 24th minute. Goals coming less than 2
The
minutes
score at
apart.
halftime,
At the home
Seattle
side in
Sounders
the hole.
2,
After
LA
45
Galaxy
minutes,
0.
Seattle Sounders 2, LA Galaxy 0. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back with you for the second half.
you have
Sorry, dude, it was just really painful. All set for the final 45 minutes. The Seattle Sounders with the ball in a 2-0 lead. Mark Server alongside Nick Webster. And Nick, we just had a chat with Wade Weber, and he reminded his side, hey, we were up 2-0 against Crossfire at this time.
Well, he also said that 2-0 is the most dangerous scoreline in soccer, and we know that for a fact. You know, you let one in and all of a sudden the other team's got belief, they got hope, and they have momentum. So I think for Seattle, they've got a decision to make. Is it we hold what we've got, let the Galaxy come on and maybe hit them on the counter, or continue playing the kind of soccer they were playing in the first half, which was really outstanding?
Well, I think it's the latter, because what he said to us is we need to get the third before Galaxy gets there first.
Yeah, I agree with you that. First 10 minutes are really going to let us know what the flavor of this half is going to be, because the Galaxy certainly have to bed back in, figure out what they want to do, because they were very shell-shocked after those bang-bang goals from Sutton.
Weber's always got a sense of humor, though. He said, you know, they say 2-0 is the worst lead to have in soccer, but I'll take that over a 1-0 lead any day.
Well, he's right.
He still wants his side to continue to press, said we reminded them of the principles that we've been working on. And for the Galaxy, if you're Brian Kleban, what did you tell your side at halftime?
Well, number one, keep believing in yourself. I mean, you've got this far. You're on a good run of results. Just because you've gone to sleep for a couple of minutes and the Sounders have scored 2 really good goals, there's no reason to panic and no reason to go away from the principles that have held you in good stead over the last couple of seasons.
That's Sutton, who's on the run again. Threats at the top of the box. Sakari gets it across. And that one looking for Hapeo. And out to smother it is Eric Lopez.
That was a little bit too tight. Perhaps that was another opportunity to reset, bring it out, start again.
It's just echo.
Oh, it's echoing so badly.
Better or worse?
Worse.
48th minute. Next goal so crucial.
Yeah, these 2-0 score lines, the next goal is absolutely massive. 2-1, we have a game, 3-0, it's over. I mean, that was a half that Seattle never wanted to end. They just were oozing confidence.
Final playoff match in the group stage. Seattle beat Beachside 3-0. They were up 2-0 in that game as well. And Wade Weber said, you know, we weren't the better team in the second half, even though we ran out 3-0 winners. Well, 3 minutes and change in, and so far so good for the Sounders. Still have that 2-0 lead.
Well, the Galaxy have got to make the run in. It's that simple. They need to impose their will, their style of play on the game, and let the Sounders start reacting to what they're doing as opposed to reacting to what the Sounders are doing.
Well, one thing the Sounders said to us before the game is we like to possess the ball and create width, and from there, that's where we begin our attacking positions.
And they've done that very well.
Bailey is getting forward more here in the second half. You can see him in a much more advanced position in the inside route rather than his normal outside back spot as they win a free kick. We saw an early goal in the second half of the first semifinal, which completely changed the complexion of the game. Can the Galaxy get one here from the free kick?
Well, it looks
Mendez
a little
who's
bit
over it.
too far out to have a pop on goal. They're overloading at the far post. Left-footed player. It's going to be an in-swinger. So yeah, I see a far post free kick whipped with pace.
It's Mendez going for the near post. It was always curling away from goal.
And instead he does the complete opposite of what I predicted. Going for a bit of glory. Well, the other thing is we're getting all the net sound. Yeah, I mean I can hear kids playing. It's crazy.
Tomazawa gets it out wide. Two waiting in the box, a third streaming in. It's left off for Dimitrov. Boyle gets in on the fun. This all the way over to Rogers.
Tough challenge.
Dimitrov was clattered into, and he's slow to get up. And now the referee pulling it back for a foul.
Well, surely that wasn't for the foul on Dimitrov. No. And a little bit of confusion right now. It's a substitution.
Well, it's Murphy's number who's up.
Substitution in the 52nd minute for LA Galaxy. Entering the match, number 7, Ulysses Yanez.
And it's Ulysses Yanez who comes in.
He replaces number 27, Patrick Murphy.
Now we get the PA announced.
Hernandez steps in. Lotanero entered the game at halftime for the Sounders. He's chasing Zico Bailey. He's able to put it across and almost an own goal.
Great run by Zico Bailey. Really charging down that right-hand side, exposing the Seattle fullback. Played short.
Mendez looking to swing it in. Oh, it's not a bad ball, but it's well dealt with by Rogers. I think just trying to push everyone forward for the Seattle Sounders with that long ball. So it's brought all the way back to Lopez.
Well, Seattle with the player down on the right-hand side. Little space in the center of the park for the Galaxy. But they need to play the ball with a bit more pace, more urgency, a little bit more purpose.
Bailey. Hernandez wins the throw off of Montanero. Ethan Lotanero, his first year in the Sounders after stints in Mexico and Portugal. Started his career with Necaxa in Mexico.
Yeah, he's well travelled for just a young man. But good experience to play in Europe.
Lotanero's played one game as well with S2. Usually comes in the second half, and very scrappy player, a fighter as well. But he's also got that culture touch to add to that. Hernandez at the top of the box. Oh, what a strike that would have been.
Well, finally, the Galaxy have found a seam through the middle. Hernandez got onto it quick as a flash. And that left foot really turned up the volume on it. And it looked like he didn't miss that top corner by too much. And the Galaxy beginning to press. Seattle with that 2-goal lead have become a little bit more passive. Two Seattle coaches conferring right now, and I don't think they're happy with what they're seeing. Could be time for a change.
Zubek sweeps it across, but it's too close to the keeper. Sutton, who's on a hat trick, chasing, and it's hooked away from him. Good defending from Arteaga. Hernandez sprays it to the far side. Unable to keep it in. It will be a throw for the Sounders in the 56th minute.
Well, like we said, we thought the Galaxy would really come out strong in this first 10 minutes, and we've not been disappointed. Now, if Seattle can weather this,
Rothrock chasing.
How many times?
Played quickly by Arteaga. And the referee's going to bring this back as he wants to have a quick chat with Arteaga. Rothrock did have his arms all over him. The referee not happy with this right at the end from Arteaga.
yeah, it's a little bit of afters, and referees usually catch the second culprit. They usually see the second offence.
Well won by Hapeo.
Oh,
This time Rothrock is grabbed by Arteaga. So he returns the favor, but it's a free kick for the Sounders.
and I think Arteaga will probably enter the referee's notebook.
Well, this time Rothrock got the better of him, and he did reach out and grab the jersey.
Yeah, just a warning. That surprises me, actually. Rothrock showed him a clean pair of heels, and actually in a really good opportunity to penetrate the Galaxy box.
It's Dimitrov, this dead piece specialist who's over it. Lopez cheating very far over, knowing that it would have to be a perfect free kick to beat him at his near post. If anybody can do it, though, it's Dimitrov. Instead, he plays it to the far, looking for that ball back across goal, and they got it, but Mendes clears it off the line.
No one looking for the Sounders, though, for that second ball. Obviously a design play to go to the far post, but then it comes back across the goal and no one was there.
That's a good run. Still something might be on here for the Galaxy, but Lotanero able to get it clear. One back in the midfield by Mendes. And Zico Bailey is back to mop up. Mendes showed too much of it. Hapeo gets it to Sutton. Sutton gets by one. Getting back is Arteaga.
Yeah, if Sutton had got the bounce there, he would have been clean through. Nice touch.
That's a handball. Wasn't a bad effort from Hapeo.
Oh, I love the run. Really timed very now. Now, the trap wasn't so special.
The Galaxy a bit more direct, getting the ball deeper, quicker. But the defending in that final third, very good from Seattle, and they win another free kick.
Yeah, I think it's getting a little bit chippy now, actually, Mark. I think the Galaxy are a little frustrated that they haven't broken through in this second period. The challenges are becoming a little more niggly. And it's really important that everybody keeps cool, keeps a cool head, doesn't let the emotion of the game get away from them.
Because if you advance, you want to be playing in that final on Sunday.
Yeah, no one wants to get tossed out of this.
Apeo unable to keep it in.
Quick throw into Hernandez. So close to finding the first goal for the Galaxy.
Trail 2-0 on the hour mark.
Carson.
Far post is on.
Alvarez has scrambled away from him.
Off Alvarez last, and it will be a Seattle throw-in.
I don't think Wade Weber is happy with how deep the Galaxy are getting the ball in, but he has to be happy with the defending of his back four.
I mean, they look pretty solid. The key for the Galaxy is to be able to drive through the middle and then bring in the fullbacks. They've managed that on a couple of occasions.
Arteaga gets it back to Lopez.
Here comes the press.
Lopez started in that 15-16 final last year for the Galaxy. Got hurt just a few minutes in and had to be subbed off. He recovered well, though, and ended up making his debut for LA Galaxy 2 in the USL later that season. Boyle. Lotanero. Apeo puts it in the middle, but there are no takers. Tomazawa was there.
It was really good build-up play, so it was a disappointing ball, and you can see the coach there just saying, calm down.
Mitrov through, and as soon as he gets close to touching it, the assistant referee puts her flag up.
And for a second, Sutton looked like he was going to be on his own with a hat-trick awaiting him.
Mendes. Boyle keeping a watchful eye on him. Intercepted, and that's a late challenge. It's going to be a yellow card.
Yeah, I think the referee's really got to get a grip here and just let the players know that he's not going to stand for any nonsense, any late challenges. There's been a couple, 2, 3, 4. So by issuing the yellow card, he's going to settle it down, let everybody know that he's in charge.
Yellow card in the 63rd minute.
So Eric Gallinar becomes the second Galaxy player to go into the referee's book. Dimitrov tries to float it in. And it seems to me that, get back to that in a second, it's given up too far in front of Zubek, and it will roll all the way through for Muse. But Nick, I was about to say, it seems to me that Seattle Sounders are winning those 50-50 battles. If not the first ball, they're winning that all-important second ball.
Yeah. Well, the second ball is the key. You can build everything off that. And it's a real mentality, and it's absolutely draining and physically exhausting if you're the Galaxy and you keep on competing but you're not winning. And that's always putting you on the back foot, not allowing you to build in the way that you want to. The Galaxy are having a really hard time establishing any kind of rhythm in this last 10-15 minutes.
Arteaga back to Lopez. Keeper with a real promising future. Arteaga. Hernandez brings it down. Lotanero did a good job not to let him turn. Lotanero's done an excellent job in this game at outside back. Starting in favor of El Sakari.
65th minute. Galaxy trailing 2-0 to the Sounders.
See the Sounders' very disciplined back line, all four perfectly in synchronization. Supporting, covering, got great balance.
Hernandez trying to break him down. Efrain Alvarez has it poked away by Lotanero. Sutton looking for a release. Still going Sutton. It's a good run from him. He needs some support. There's no one around him, and he'll get the free kick. What a great run from Greg Sutton.
Well, he had nowhere to go. And the last thing the Galaxy really wanted to do was foul him. Should let him run out of bounds, just shepherd him to the corners. Looks like a touch of cramp for Sutton, which may herald the appearance of one Milo Barton, who is currently warming up. Had the pleasure of coaching Milo during the SoCal run to the national championships for the ODP title in 2015. Fantastic player. Can shoot with the right and left foot. Got great pace. Good in the air.
Boyle standing over this free kick. For the moment, Seattle Sounders are down to 10 men. We'll see if Sutton can get stretched out and come back on, or whether Barton will replace him. What a good ball from Lotanero to relieve the pressure. Rogers. Back to Jackson Reagan.
Lotanero can go forward. Slides it inside for Sutton. That's a good challenge.
It's at the expense of a corner kick, though.
Yeah, Sutton over his bout of cramp and showing all the qualities that he possesses, namely strength, pace, aggression.
And a finishing touch as well. As you said, both his goals were world class. He's on a hat trick, and right now he's on the keeper. Trying to cause as much discomfort as possible to Lopez. Nice cushioned header from Ulises Yanez. So we're in the 68th minute. Wade Weber said he was worried about how his side would manage this second half. What grade would you give him so far at the midway point of this second half?
Well, they definitely get an A. I think they knew the Galaxy would come out hard. For 10, 15 minutes, I thought the Galaxy were excellent, but they couldn't find the breakthrough. Seattle just did what they had to do, and now they're beginning to create opportunities as the Galaxy push forward and space opens up at the back.
Alvarez. A testing shot from Hughes. Dealt with it well.
Well, that's the first real save he's had to make in the second half.
Did see a couple zip just past his post. And Hughes just hammering that downfield. And he did it knowing it was going to go out of bounds, so he could yell at his side, you got to step up. I think that's good goalkeeping. And sometimes you play a ball to where you want a player to make the run and say, next time, make that run.
Well, he was a little frustrated. There wasn't a lot of movement for him.
Oh, what a ball that is for Rothrock. Can he hit it first time? He sure can. So close to the third goal for the Sounders. And Rothrock just will not slow down.
Looks like he may be having a touch of cramp, but that really was a good effort. Looks like it hit the base of the post as well. There's the bounce, takes it first time. It wasn't too far away, was it? Really exciting prospect. The Seattle captain leads by example.
Galaxy making another change. As Carlos Anguiano is off. Checking in for him is Jonathan Estrada. Estrada, another 2000, who scored on his debut with Galaxy 2. Oh, giveaway almost off and running was Thomas Alba, but it's going to be a free kick for a handball.
Entering the match, number 18, Jonathan Estrada. Replacing number 6, Carlos Anguiano.
That looked like there was a lot of chest in that.
Hernandez being watched by his opposite number. Out wide to Bailey, back inside for Hernandez. Efrain Alvarez. What a great ball. Yanis chases it down on the far side.
Yanis wins the corner.
Kick. Inside the final 20 minutes. Goal for the Galaxy, and it'd be a whole new ball game. Milo Barton getting set to check in. It's a good ball in. Headed away by Reagan. Alvarez. He pulls the trigger.
Oh, it's gone in.
Game on in Carson. Efrain Alvarez has had the deficit.
Well, the keeper didn't think that was going in and clipped the inside of the post.
Minute for LA Galaxy, scored by number 40.
Really, out of nothing.
Alvarez.
Alvarez gets the ball, has a look. The keeper thinks it's going wide. And it's hit the inside of the post and smashed in. And all of a sudden, we do have game on.
Well, off comes the two-goal hero, Greg Sutton. He'll be replaced by
Substitution
Barton.
the 72nd minute for Seattle Sounders.
Barton
Entering the match,
making
number
his
4, Milo Barton.
27th appearance of the season.
Replacing number 20,
7
Gregory
goals.
Sutton.
One of them coming against Crossfire. The son of former Newcastle and England international Warren Barton is on the field for the Seattle Sounders.
Well, the game has completely changed right now.
He's entering in a completely different environment than he thought he was going to.
Yeah, 2-0 up and it's time to enjoy yourself, but now all of a sudden, it's a completely different proposition.
And it's the youngest player on the field who's changed the complexion of this game.
The Galaxy are buzzing now. They've got an extra step.
Alvarez in a foot race with Rogers. Good shielding from the 15-year-old.
Oh, great skill.
And he's done Rogers along the touchline, pulls it back.
Oh, and Seattle are 6s and 7s right now. All of a sudden, from being wildly confident, doing as they please, they are now under the cosh. Soccer never ceases to amaze me.
We talked about how these players have that belief. That's another good ball, just no takers at the back stick. It was Mendez who served it in.
I think Moose is going to be pretty disappointed when he takes a look back at that replay. I mean, to be fair, Alvarez's shot was curling away from him, but no keeper likes to be beaten at the near post, and especially from that kind of distance.
Zubek. One thing I love about the Galaxy is that they've never changed their style. There was one time where there was nothing on forward. They went back with it, and then Arteaga stepped on the ball, and Brian Kleban yelled, "Very well done," as this is the first real involvement for Barton. Barton skips past one, can't get by the second, and that is a very heavy challenge.
Yeah, Barton, a storming run, bursting into the box, lost control at the last second, and then threw out a left leg, trying to win it. Here's the run right now.
That is very high. Have to say, studs up, well over the ball. What color card is the referee going to show?
Yeah, this could be a game changer. Is the referee in communication with anybody? Looks like he's talking to somebody right now, holding that left earpiece. If his assistant is telling him it was reckless, the color of the card could be the color of his shirt. But you'd think, after watching that replay, Mark, there's definitely going to be a card involved. Obviously no malice, and it's a yellow card.
Wow. You can hear what the Galaxy fans think of that.
Yellow card in the 76th minute issued to Seattle Sounders number 4, Milo Barton.
It was a great job coming over and cover by the defender. It's good to see that Payeras is okay as he's walking off. Now Payeras running to the center to check back in. Billy being urged by the bench to get it forward as quickly as possible. Zubek is on it. He tried to slip it through. Seattle comes away with it through Boyle. Good job to back up and give himself that whiff from Tomazawa.
Storming run from Russell, but now he's out of position. He's going to need some cover.
Rothrock continuing to be a nuisance up front. Just a bit too far, so it'll be a throw in for the Sounders in the 77th minute.
And now it's all about managing the game for the Sounders. They don't need another goal, but they don't need to give up any opportunities. So sensible possession, and when you haven't got it, get back in numbers, make it difficult to be broken down, make good decisions, no rash tackles, don't give up any set pieces, and you should be able to manage the last 12 minutes.
Zubek gets the overlap from Bailey. It's a good leading ball. Bailey plays it across. We're level. It's the substitute, Yanez, with the equalizer in the 78th minute.
And the game has turned on its head.
Goal in the 78th
For the second game
minute for
running, the
Galaxy,
Seattle
scored by
Sounders
number
have
7,
squandered a two-goal
Ulysses
lead.
Yanez.
Well, it's a fantastic run down the right-hand side. And the ball is whipped in with so much pace. Oh, just begging someone to get on the end of it. And Yanez says, thank you so much. Roofs it. And the Galaxy, give them credit. You know, they stuck to their beliefs. They stuck to the way they wanted to play. They didn't panic. Went through a little rough patch here and there. But they've been rewarded. 2 goals in the space of 10 minutes. And we could be heading to our second extra time of the evening.
This is Yanez with his first goal at the 17-18 level after scoring 11 for the U-16s. And what a big goal it is. Well, we said the Galaxy were shell-shocked in the first half. Now it's the Sounders' turn.
Yeah. Oh, and here's a great chance.
Alvarez is in. Great recovery
Run made by Reagan.
Efrain Alvarez almost scored
His third goal in 2 games.
Well, let's see the mental toughness of the Sounders right now. 2-0 up and cruising. 2-2 and hanging on.
It's Alvarez at the top of the box. So close to his second and the Galaxy's third.
15 years old. This young lad is a talent.
And now Nigel El
Sakari will come in. Talked about his grandfather, Mike England. And he's going to replace Kai Tomazawa. Al Sakari in his first year in the Development Academy with the Seattle Sounders.
Substitution in the 81st minute for Seattle Sounders.
makes his
Entering the
22nd
match,
appearance of the
season.
season.
Nigel El Sakari replacing number 27, Kai Tomozawa.
So Sakari in for Tomazawa.
What is the response going to be from the Sounders?
LA Galaxy with a spring in their step.
Yeah, they're
New
pressing.
lease on life. They're pressing very high.
Barton whistled for the foul.
Quickly taken.
Too quickly taken.
And just a bit of miscommunication. It'll be Galaxy's ball.
Well, that's-
82nd minute. Will we have a winner before the
The end of regulation.
Or will we see our second straight game head to extra time at the 17-18 semifinals?
2-2, a very popular scoreline.
Good interception by Rothrock, and he's dragged down, and that's got to be a card.
Yeah, referee, no choice. Rothrock with a nice bit of skill.
The yellow card from Hernandez, and he knew exactly what he was doing.
Oh, yeah.
It's a smart
Foul.
But is it
Yellow
in the
card
spirit
in
of the game?
83rd minute issued to LA Galaxy, number 11, Jorge Hernandez.
What we'd call a professional foul.
What others would call cynical.
Yeah.
When you're in that position, though, you have to do it. But now the Galaxy have to deal with a free kick. It's a header, but it's easy for Lopez in the end. Looking to jumpstart the counterattack.
Long ball looking for Alvarez.
Estrada. This is Yanez. Yanez. Muse was in a good position to make the save.
Well, Yana is feeling very confident after his top shelf finish. Looking to find that top corner.
Looking for Barton.
Bailey stretching. Lotanero with the throw.
Final
6 minutes plus change. Barton crowded out by Hernandez. Lotanero intercepts. Boyle. Lotanero. Love the long throw from Lotanero for Barton. Barton looking to put it across, wins the corner kick for the Sounders. Remember, they were able to find the winning goal after surrendering their 2-goal lead against Crossfire Premier. Can they do the same trick twice? Can they do it this time in the original 90? Boyle coming in short. Now he's going to leave the area. He's played toward the penalty spot, headed away. Dimitrov tried to flip it back in. Able to do so at the second time of asking, but coming back from an offside position is the Sounders attacker. And will be the Galaxy's ball. Final 5 minutes of regulation. A date with Texans SC Houston in the final of the U-17-18 U.S. Soccer Development Academy Championships on the line. Zubek able to get it back to Bailey.
Well, I'll tell you right now, if there's any Texans here, Mark, you know what they're wanting? Extra time.
Yeah, they're saying we want you to feel the same pain we felt.
Yeah.
A great job by Hernandez to get forward and make that block. Hernandez took a huge knock right at the beginning of the game. Surprised that he was able to come back in, and he has been everywhere from box to box this evening. Yanez was struggling, but he looks to be all right. Throwing for the Sounders. Barton was able to get his head on it, but it's the Galaxy who regained possession in the center circle. Bailey, so dangerous when he goes forward. And he shows he has a pretty decent range of passing as well with that ball. Efrain Alvarez scored the first goal for the Galaxy. Hernandez charging. Bailey. Zubek looking to run. Lotanero doing a good job to keep him in front.
Yeah.
And is able to poke it out of bounds.
Nice job. Showed a lot of patience. Would have been very tempting to dive in on a number of occasions, but held his ground, held his balance.
Zubek's throwing. It's a goal kick in the end. Hernandez. Out wide for Gallinar. Long searching ball for Alvarez. Oh, what a move that almost was. That was an important tackle. Otherwise,
a good
there
block.
was space on the flank for Seattle. Heading into the final 2 minutes of regulation. That'll be a free kick for the Sounders in very dangerous position. Not in terms of shooting, Nick, but a free cross into the box. Have to play this one almost like a corner kick.
Well, it's an opportunity to get some players into the box.
Get your center backs forward. Remember, it was Reagan who scored in the 111th minute for Seattle against Crossfire. So there's the foul on Payeras. Didn't think he was guilty of anything, but the referee's assistant disagreed.
Milo Barton is lurking at the far post, and he's pretty good in the air. Galaxy with everybody bar Alvarez back.
Creeping toward the 90th minute.
Only 4 Seattle players in the box though, 2 at the top.
Rothrock swings it in. Oh, Lopez has missed it. Oh, Sakari going for the curler. Lopez punches it away. This is Dimitrov.
Oh, and there's a break.
The break could be on for the Galaxy. It's 3-on-3 going the other way. Zubek leading the charge.
Oh, it's a
There's
poor ball.
Not wide enough for Yanez. Flag stays down. Thrown for the Sounders. Final 25 seconds of regulation, plus whatever stoppage time is added by the referee. The referee, Jose Lara, realizing Seattle trying to creep up.
Steal a couple here or there.
Hit the 90th minute, have 3 minutes of stoppage time.
The referee has added a minimum of 3 additional
Can
minutes.
either side find a
3
last-gasp
minutes.
winner. At the moment, it's Seattle who's pushing the envelope. Move Peters out. Rogers chests it away from Alvarez. And that ball back. Looks like it might not have had the pace, but it makes its way. And coming back from an offside position is Barton. Into the 2nd minute of stoppage time. We asked Wade Weber how he handled the talk in between regulation and extra time against Crossfire Premier after they had squandered a 2-goal lead. And he said, you know what, I tried to make them laugh. I wanted to relax them a little bit. Remind them it's just a game. No matter what happens, the sun's going to still come out tomorrow. And they were able to settle down and play their game in extra time. Might have to do the same thing this time around.
I don't think he's going to be laughing. This is the semi-final national championship. And you've squandered a 2-goal lead. I don't think he's going to be telling any jokes.
Rogers gets it to Mitrov. Drills it to the far side. Barton's made his way in the box. Rothrock is lurking at the back post, but the cross was never able to get off. Looks like for the second semifinal here at the 17-18 level, we are going to go to extra time. Both of these teams needed extra time in the quarterfinals. The Galaxy needed penalties. Is there time for one last attack for the LA Galaxy? All eyes on Jose Lara. See if the referee blows the whistle. This is Bailey. Down the line for Zubek.
Zubek can take him on. Cover's coming across.
Zubek has the inside route. Off for Mendes. He tried to slide it through. The run was
It's a mistake.
The clearance only as far as Alvarez. Shot straight at the keeper. Alvarez so close to winning it in normal time, but we will go to the extra frame between the Seattle Sounders and the LA Galaxy after 90 minutes. It is 2-2.
The score after 90 minutes of play. Seattle Sounders
with
FC
2 goals
2.
through Greg Sutton in
LA
the first
Galaxy
half.
2.
LA Galaxy with 2 goals in the second. First through Efrain Alvarez, and then through Ulysses Yanez. 30 more minutes in Carson to decide who will play against the Texans SC Houston in Sunday's final. We're going to catch our breath. We'll be back with you in less than 2 minutes for the first period of extra time.
lovely game. We certainly saw that the Texans really flew on the momentum that they created by working themselves back into the game, and you have to say Galaxy are probably going to do the same thing. The home team got the home crowd, come back from 2-0 down.
Well, 30 minutes of bonus soccer and penalties if necessary. 2 15-minute halves, no golden goal. Love that patience out of the back from the LA Galaxy.
Well, yeah, they've held true to their principles. Their soccer wasn't the most flowing in the first period, but they've certainly grown in confidence, and why wouldn't you after coming back from 2-0 down?
Teams fighting for a spot in the final against Texans SC Houston. Defeated the Colorado Rapids in a penalty shootout in the first semifinal. Another heavy challenge, another Galaxy player down. Looks to be all right.
Well, once again, we're in the situation where tired minds, tired bodies, mistakes happen. And soccer is a game of errors, punctuated by moments of brilliance. So you have to ask yourself, would this game be settled with an error or brilliance? I know I'm hoping for the brilliance. And with so much quality on display with both teams, so many exciting players, you'd think that someone's just got a moment of magic up their sleeves.
Arteaga. Perez. Oh, what a run this is. Almost had the finish to match it.
Where if the finish had matched the run, it would have been one of the greatest goals I've ever seen.
Yana is just so dangerous when he's running at the defense.
At pace, and we've seen this all day long, Mark. Players that are willing to run with the ball at the heart of a back four get their rewards.
Alvarez leaves it off. It's Yanez again.
Oh,
That was
Yanez,
almost another sensational goal. He gets a corner kick out of it.
2 sensational runs in the space of 30 seconds. He's obviously feeling it. Got a lot of confidence from his first goal in U-18 soccer. Now he wants a brace.
Corner kick swung in. Header at the back post. Over Mius' crossbar.
It's all Galaxy at the moment. Seattle wondering what on earth is going on. We were cruising. We were in the final.
But what do they have to do to get back into it?
Well, they've got to start going back to what was working for them, and that was pressuring, belief, moving the ball with confidence. But the Galaxy have just taken it away from them.
It's a heavy challenge. Will there be further punishment? A yellow card awarded.
And it's been a physical game throughout. Looks like the Galaxy have come off slightly worse for wear in the challenges. It's what you'd expect. It's a semi-final. There's a place in the final at stake. They're not walking around tickling each other.
is Bailey. Zubek.
Zubek's proved a real handful all night long. Big, rangy player.
Yellow card in the 95th
Got great
minute
feet.
to Seattle Sounders number 29, Jackson Reagan.
Not afraid to put the work in.
One of the many academy players now plying his trade with the LA Galaxy too. You think about how many players they have, not only with Galaxy 2, but also the MLS side. And you understand why they're one of the most successful academies.
Well, the first academy, if I'm not mistaken. And they have the school now. Future is bright.
With Kurt Olnofo, a real focus on youth and developing them and bringing them through to the first team. Zubek, Scott behind the back line. Yus is backing off, it's Zubek! For the first time tonight, the Galaxy are in front. The Seattle back line carved open, and Zubek with a calm, confident finish.
Goal in the 97th.
But that was incredible. I thought Moose was going to come. And he just stayed. He was kind of frozen. And Moose was allowed to pick his spot, which he did. Found that far corner. And it looks like there's been a little bit of afters in the center of the park that we've missed.
I think it's just the player cramping up.
And this is where the referee has got to be really careful, because the emotions of the Seattle players right now, they're running hot. A 2-0 lead has evaporated, and now they're 3-2 down. Time is ticking.
Well, what a comeback this has been from the LA Galaxy. And Zubek with a very tidy finish after he was played through.
And luckily for me, I was just waxing lyrically about him not more than a minute earlier. Timing is everything, Mark. But a very good player. Reminds me a little bit of Riyad Mahrez, the Leicester City playmaker. A little languid, very smooth, and looks like a double change coming up for the Galaxy.
And Brian Cleveland, along with Mike Munoz, has done such a good job with this side, continuing to coach them all the way through. Never let up when they were down 2-0. Has helped bring them back into the game. And a double change about to be made. Paulo Carrillo checking in. Came in extra time against RSL Arizona in the quarterfinal. He is joined by Jacob Mushnick, another player who's up from the U-16 system.
Substitutions in the 99th minute
Youth
for LA
coming back
Galaxy.
like an experienced side here for the LA Galaxy.
Entering the match,
17
number 8,
years.
Jacob Muchnick. Replacing number 21, Alex Mendez. Also entering the match, number 38, Paulo Weisenberger. Replacing number 11, Jorge Hernandez.
Weisenberger winning the corner kick for the Galaxy. Look like they want to add to their lead. The way they're playing, I would not sit back.
Yeah, no, it's an amazing performance, and the fact that they're still driving, still pushing forward, still looking to create opportunities. I mean, it tells you everything you need to know about the coach and the team. And like you said, Mark, they're playing with the house's money. I mean, they made the tournament by 0.1 of a goal.
I mean, for both of these teams, the playoffs in earnest really started about 2 months ago. Needed to go on long winning runs to get in. Wade Weber said to us before this game, he said, you know, we've been in playoff mode for about 3 months now. Rogers did well to turn out of the pressure, now looking to bring it forward for the Sounders. Can they come from behind? It's a great touch from Hapio. Just not able to get on the end of it. It goes out for a goal kick for Eric Lopez in the LA Galaxy. What is the number 32 seed going to make its way into the finals? They're goal to the good at the moment. 4 minutes left in this first period of extra time and 15 more in the second. Lotanero intercepts. Zubek took it off him. And Muchnick tried to play it forward, but is intercepted. Reagan. Over to Rogers. Lotanero. There's Rogers again.
I don't think you can stop the game for cramp.
That's exactly what the referee's done.
Interesting decision.
Saying you have to add time for this. You absolutely have to.
Two coaches in a friendly banter with each other.
This is bound to happen when you've played over 100 minutes.
To be fair, though, I think the Seattle coach has got a point. I mean, you don't really stop the game for cramp. Had the ball gone out of play, then stop the game.
It was also at a time where Seattle was starting to regain the majority of possession in the last little spell.
Well, this is good. The Seattle players getting together. They're not beaten.
It's a side who's been through a lot. Have their arms around each other in the center circle. Now breaking out of their huddle is Gallinar. He's walking off on the far side. So for the moment, the Galaxy down to 10 men. Can the Sounders take advantage? Definitely should be time added on to the end of this first extra time period. Barton. Sliding block from Zico Bailey. What have you made of his performance tonight? We gotta win every ball play.
Outstanding.
The corner kick for Rothrock. Final 30 seconds of the first extra time period.
Clever. Very clever. That wasn't there.
Reagan steps in. We'll get it back to Lotanero.
Needs a runner. They're going long.
There's going to be 3 minutes of stoppage time. If
the end of this first
The
extra
referee
time
has
period.
added a minimum of 3 additional minutes. 3 minutes.
Galaxy sitting back have a bank of 4 and another bank of 5. Making it very tough for the Sounders to break them down. They're moving the ball around quickly though. Side to side, looking to find a gap to break the lines. And now they'll go over. Lotanero's forward. And has crossed too close to the keeper. To be fair, he did well just to keep that from going out of bounds.
Yeah, it was too difficult. That kind of ball comes off 100. Needs to be played on the deck. Quick combinations.
Giveaway for Alvarez. Can he take advantage? It's Efrain Alvarez. Couldn't sneak it in at the near post. Barton. Bit heavy of a touch, and Munchnick was able to clear it away. Rio Weisenberger. Hafeo. And in the passing lane was Zico Bailey. Zubek continuing to cause problems for the Seattle defense. And Gallinar is back in. Estrada leaves it off out wide. The Galaxy content to just possess out this first overtime period.
Well, they've got the go-ahead goal. They don't need to score again. They just need to manage the game. Find the open player. Keep the ball circulating. Make Seattle chase.
Barton's chasing, forces Lopez into a long clearance.
And don't make any silly mistakes.
Bailey. Zubek is taken off down this near side. Now he comes back looking for it. Bailey has nobody coming to him. Now he gets it out wide to Zubek. Rio Weisenberger. Muchnick. Gallinar. Forward for Alvarez. Unable to chase it down on the far side. And that will do it for the first extra time period. 15 more minutes to play, but the Galaxy taking the lead in the 97th minute.
The score at the end of the first half of extra time.
He got
Seattle
behind the back
Sounders
line
2, LA
and then
Galaxy
slid the
3.
ball beyond Muse.
Yeah, super goal by Zubik. In fact, all the goals tonight, we've seen 5, and every single one of them has been really good. Really well worked, or really outstanding finish. I mean, you've seen some of the best under 18 players in the country, and in the case of Alvarez, probably the best 15-year-old in the country. So now Seattle have it all to do. Can they find that little spurt, that belief to get themselves back into a game that they were once controlling? Looking over at the Galaxy side of things, though, it's a war zone. Players on the deck, getting stretched down.
Can Seattle find a response? Right now, they're the side that's playing for penalties, trailing 3-2 to the LA Galaxy. At a 2-0 lead, everything was looking good just past the hour mark. But then the Galaxy came storming back. Talk about the success of this LA Galaxy Academy. Currently, 17 players from their academy on their professional rosters. Of course, starting with Giassi Zardes with the MLS side. 8 academy players with the MLS side, with Los Dos.
Jasia, Cal State Bakersfield alum.
Change made by the Seattle Sounders at the start of the second half of extra time. Gabriel Threadgold checking in.
Substitution in the 105th minute for Seattle Sounders.
And here he is in the
Entering the match, number
semifinals,
46,
U-17
Gabriel
AT's
Threadgold.
Development Academy National
Replacing number
Championship
19,
semifinals.
Sterling Russell.
So it's a attacker coming in for a center back, or an outside back rather.
Well, Seattle have gone to 3 at the back.
An extra player in the midfield for him. Final 15 minutes from Carson. And if Seattle can equalize, penalties if needed. Texans SC Houston still waiting to see who their opponent will be in Sunday's final. Kickoff 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific. Be seen right here on the U.S. Soccer Development Academy Facebook page and USSoccerDA.com.
And of course, we'll have the 16 final as well.
And that at 3:30. That's a good one too. FC Dallas looking for the three-peat.
Yep, really looking forward to that game.
Atlanta United, who are in their debut season, made it all the way to the final. I asked Tony Anand last night at the banquet, I said, what's allowed you guys to be so successful? He just looked at me and said, you haven't been successful yet. Love that from a coach, never satisfied. Always wants more from his players himself. We definitely saw that attitude in his Atlanta United side. Seattle pressuring much higher. At the moment, having trouble getting out of their own end.
Yeah, the Galaxy showing some good reserves of energy, although if you look at Alvarez, I mean, the poor lad can barely run. He's really struggling right now. 2 banks of 4 for the Galaxy. Pressure cover balance. That's all they're working on right now. There's the pressure, got the cover, and the balance is at the far post.
Rothrock. Oh, he created a goal getting to the end line earlier. And this time he wins a corner kick.
More cramp from the Galaxy. Seems that every player is, after stretching for a ball, is going down. Something for the Galaxy training staff to work on, definitely.
Well, you know, Nick, you're in my 4th game. I'm worried I might cramp up.
Oh, my back started spasming about 3 hours ago.
Corner kick for Seattle. Galaxy deal with it well and now can start the counterattack.
Yeah, there's a possible break here.
No foul, says the referee. Estrada gave a frustrated look over towards Jose Lara. The referee got that right, though.
Yeah,
Botanero,
for sure.
Good body position.
Yeah.
He was turning to go back for the ball. Didn't stay and face the player, just saying the ball can get by me, but not you. Here's Zubek. What a game he's had. Zubek. Running at Reagan. It's Zubek! So close to getting that insurance.
Yeah, Zubek. Every time he gets the ball, he's got one thought in his mind. And that's to push forward at pace. Super run. Seattle forced to back off. Couldn't make a challenge. And that one just whistling past the far post. Low and hard. Keeper stretching. Decent effort at this stage of the game.
Nigel Sakari.
Good job by Boyle just to keep possession. Sitting in that 4-4-2, making it very hard for Seattle to break them down. Dimitrov brought down with a very heavy challenge.
Yeah, it was a bit late.
Gallinar with the yellow card.
No surprises. Studs were showing. But here is an opportunity, and Milo Barton might be interested in this.
Dimitrov does have 5 goals from set pieces this season. From a Sounders perspective, wouldn't be a bad time to get a 6th.
He's about 35 yards out, maybe a bit too far for a crack on goal, especially as the referee's taking him back another 3-4 yards. So it looks like it's going to be something perhaps dinked over the top. We'll have to wait and see the positioning of the Galaxy keeper. Looks like he's taken the wall quite a way back.
Nice play to the back post. And, you know, that was Gallinar's 2nd yellow, so he's off. So the Galaxy are down to 10 men.
Yep, you're right.
And so Gallinar suspended for the final.
That was a very subtle red card the referee showed. Well, Seattle have got the man advantage, and the Galaxy are cramping all over the park.
There's another ball played across. Good last-ditch defending.
So if it's going to happen for them, it's going to happen right now. Well, they should look to stretch the Galaxy at every opportunity.
So now we'll be all hands on deck for the final 9 minutes. Seattle pressing for the equalizer against the 10-men Galaxy. And they almost found it.
Well, to be fair, the Galaxy are almost down to 9 players because Alvarez can barely walk. Zubek looks like he's limping a little bit. Bailey's stretching out the hamstring.
I'm sure all 21 players are carrying a knock at this point of the game. Now it looks like Lopez might go in the book for time wasting.
Yeah, absolutely. You can't do that. If you're going to time waste, be a little bit more subtle.
Sending off in the 110th minute to LA Galaxy number 3, Eric Gallinar.
Red goal trying to get forward here. Boyle. Need to move it a bit quicker, Seattle.
Much quicker. Galaxy have just settled in. Everybody back behind the ball except for Alvarez, who's really struggling.
And that ball is cleared all the way to Hawthorne. There's Lotonero. His number is up. He's replaced by Keaton Hegerins. Hegerdis, another player bought up from the U-16s.
Seattle going with 2 at the back right now.
113th minute for Seattle Sounders.
That's
Entering the
7
match,
minutes to
number
rescue this.
39, Keaton Hegernis. Replacing number 7, Ethan Lotonero.
Seattle with the man advantage, the Galaxy with the lead. And that's a handball on thread goal. Giannis getting a talking to after sweeping that ball away after the whistle had gone. Galaxy taking their time. Lopez has to be careful. He's on that yellow card, so he can't be the one to waste it.
Hey, Keaton, you're in the middle. Nigel. Or, Milo. Left. Let Keaton be in there.
Alvarez whistled for the foul. Boyle to bring it forward. Final 5 minutes plus change. That's a good move from Giannis. Dimitrov had a big handful of his jersey, and he's going to go into the book.
Again, a little chippy, and the last thing Seattle want to do is give away needless fouls. They had the numbers back, and all this is going to do is burn a little bit more time. The Galaxy just loving it, the fact that the game stops, start, no chance for...
Issued to Seattle Sounders, number 8, Jamie Dimitrov.
Mears was off his line. It was an ambitious effort.
Well, Alvarez has been suffering from cramp. The last thing he wanted to do was really test his calves, which he has done, and now he's down, and I guarantee you this, Seattle are not going to kick the ball out of play.
Alvarez can barely move. The referee's not going to stop it until the ball goes out of bounds.
No.
So for the moment, it's 11 against 9. So now Alvarez is able to get up. Lead into the center. Lopez does a good job to keep it from going out. At the moment, it's heroic defending from the Galaxy.
Yeah, all hands to the pump.
You know what? I love that from Efrain Alvarez. I saw Muse was about 10 yards off his line and said, why not?
Why not? Yeah.
Well, we've seen it happen.
Come on, Neil, join in.
All 10 outfield players in the Galaxy half. Seattle just looking for an opening.
It's too slow. That's not going to do it.
Third goal won the first header.
Needs to be players driving forward. Got to drag the Galaxy out of position. They're loving that. They'll take that all day long. Seattle need to show a bit more imagination, a little bit more craft. Drive forward right now. The big balls into the box. Yeah, it's not working for them.
Final 2.5 minutes. The Galaxy down to 10 men, but they're holding on to their 3-2 lead. Courtesy of a goal in the 97th minute from Ethan Zubak. Was so composed as he's bared in on Muse. A clinical finish to the far post to complete what's a 3-goal comeback for the Galaxy.
Yes, quite remarkable.
Inside the final 2 minutes now. Giannis, scorer of the equalizer for the Galaxy, able to win another throw-in.
Have they taken him? Not over your head, Gabe. Not over your head.
Zubek will take the throw-in. Your player of the match, Nick.
Well, that's a tough one, Mark, actually. I'm going to have to go with the lad who scored the winner. I think he's been consistent, showed good skill, even when the Galaxy were 2 goals down, still wanted to get on the ball. And it's very easy in that situation to hide. He never did that.
Final minute of extra time, plus whatever stoppage time added on by referee Jose Lara. At the moment, it's the Galaxy, I have to say, have more than 1 foot in the door of the finals. But they're down to 10 men, Seattle pressing. Can they find a last gasp equalizer? Dimitrov floats it in. Cleared away once again, this time by Zico Bailey. Alvarez stripped of the ball. Play to the flank. Last chance saloon for the Sounders. Get to the byline and win a corner kick.
Everybody's going.
And now Muse coming all the way out of his goal.
Might
Will
as
go
well.
into the other box. 2 minutes of additional time.
The referee has
2
added a
minutes for the
minimum of
Sounders to
2
save their
additional minutes.
season.
2 minutes.
The corner kicks in. It's headed away right before Muse could get to it. Swing and a miss. Keeper is out. Boyle, the only man back for the Sounders. Able to get it out wide. Threadgold.
Oh, this is...
Takes
Oh.
it away from him and wins the free kick. Now Threadgold will get the yellow card.
Alvarez was on that and thinking to himself, you know what, I'm going to have another smack from 60 yards. And this coach was like, hey, tranquilo.
120th minute issued to Seattle Sounders, number 46, Gabriel Threadgold.
I don't think Alvarez has the legs to take this. So instead it's going to be Arteaga. And he just plays it into the corner.
Oh, and he may actually get something out of it.
Gets on the end of it. It's Yanez.
Oh, good skill.
Magic
Oh, good
from Yanez.
strike.
It was a thunderous
Oh, he's
strike,
gone down with
but
cramp.
straight at Muse.
Oh, and that surely is that.
These players are absolutely knackered.
Oh, they're dead on their feet.
It's been incredible to see them get up and defend and go forward. So now we are deep into stoppage time.
These lads are going to sleep well tonight. Not as well as us, though, Mark. But it's been a really entertaining game. And the old cliche, game of 2 halves, could never be truer.
With the epilogue of extra time. Yana has been sensational since coming off the bench. Scored the second goal. He's been really clever with his dribbling. Beating 2, 3 players at a time.
Last chance now for Seattle.
Dimitrov. Korea Weisenberger with the clear.
All eyes on the referee.
Muse sends it back the other way. One in the middle by Muchnick. And he'll just send it right back down. It's Muse again. And the last team into the playoffs may very well be the last team standing. The LA Galaxy are into the finals of the U-17-18 Development Academy Championship. And they will face off against
Tonight's final
Texas
score,
SC Houston,
Seattle Sounders
coming
2,
back from 2-0
LA
down
Galaxy
to a
3
3-2 in extra time. final thoughts, Nick Webster?
Well, an amazing game of
This
soccer.
concludes
Really,
tonight's second
the whole day's been
U-17
tremendous. The
semifinal
quality
game.
and talent on display
Congratulations to LA Galaxy,
has been
who
mind-boggling,
advanced to the
and
Academy
this game really
Championship final
a tremendous
on
advert for the
Sunday,
game of
July
soccer.
16th
Seattle
at
Sounders
6 o'clock
owning the
PM
first half.
Pacific time.
The LA
against
Galaxy
Texans
coming
FC
storming
Houston.
back after really looking dead and buried, showing a great deal of heart, and then finding the
Fans,
moxie
be sure
to
follow us on
get that
Twitter,
winner in extra
Instagram,
time, and
Snapchat
at the end of the
at
day, they fully deserve the victory.
_ACAD, as well as
congratulations to the LA
Facebook.com/Development
Galaxy, who are
Academy for
off to the
exclusive
finals.
Academy content.
Congratulations as well to the Seattle
Updated stories
Sounders
may
on
be
the
found
winner
by
of the
visiting
season.
ussoccerda.com. Thank you for
It's been a
joining us.
tremendous day.
Have a good
4
night,
great
and
semifinal
see you
matches,
Sunday.
And the finals are all set at the U-15-16 level. It'll be FC Dallas looking for a three-peat against Atlanta United in their debut season. That one will be at 3:30 p.m. Pacific right here on the U.S. Soccer Development Academy Facebook page and ussoccerda.com. And then at 6 Pacific, it's the LA Galaxy. They will face off against Texans SC Houston. That 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific. But for now, for my partner Nick Webster, for everyone at Turbo Sports, U.S. Soccer, and the U.S. Soccer Development Academy, I'm Mark Serber saying so long from the National Training Center in Carson, where it finishes the LA Galaxy 3, the Seattle Sounders 2, after extra time.